Welcome to Soundcheck with Raul. This is our first episode. We're just trying to highlight DJs from all over LA. So thank you for joining, being the first guest.
Salud, brother.
Salud to cheers to music. Cheers to house music.
Thanks for having me. Cheers to house music. For anybody going to Skyline today, have fun.
Have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna miss it, but
yeah, we'll be here. And
we'll be here.
But yeah, man, just kind of wanted to go over a little bit of your journey as a DJ, kind of the struggles of DJing here in it's such a big city. I feel like you're up against a lot of other DJs, so like you got to find ways to stand out and like just build community. I feel like that's been hard for me, like starting off as a DJ.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to kind of give everyone out there like a place to kind of tune in and just talk about the struggles of being a DJ, because I feel like I never really found that anywhere, you know? I feel like it's been tough for me to do that. But when did you start DJing?
I started when I was 21.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to say 18 is when I really wanted to, and I kind of like just dabbled on it. Not too much extreme, but when I got my first ever like controller was when I was 21.
Wow. And what led you to, like, what inspired you to DJ?
I started raving it at a young age, maybe when I was like 16 years old.
Okay.
Monster Massive here in downtown LA. That was my first rave, first big massive.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I liked everything about it. The culture, the music, the vibes, the energy. Like everything about it was like so unreal, bro. Like you walked in and it was like Wonderland.
Yeah.
Like if you're walking into you're opening the closet and you're walking into Wonderland, bro.
Right.
Like, that's pretty much how I felt. Everything was so new and just amazing to me because I'd never seen it.
Right.
You see people breakdancing, you see people shuffling, you see people group hugs. Like it was nothing but love, bro. And thanks to my parents because I was young.
Yeah.
My mom literally dropped me off. She was like, "Yeah, go for it, mijo, have fun." And I went in by myself because my group of friends, they were already in there, and my uncle lived down the street from the sports arena.
Right.
And I was at a Halloween party for my cousin, and my friends went, and they're like, "Yeah, just come through," like, and then walk in. So I walked in by myself.
Oh wow!
And I still had a good time.
Damn.
I found my friend, not right away, but I found, my friends.
Stumbled into them.
I stumbled into them. Like I first started going around the stages to see like what everything was about, and not knowing the music like at all. I was a fucking paisa head. Like,
from Riverside.
Well, I grew up in Compton, but I ended up going to Riverside in my high school career, high school time.
Yeah.
So I was paisa straight up. Never heard the music and.
Oh, that was your first time listening to that type of music too?
Yeah,
wow.
That was my first time ever.
And then after that,
how they got me to go there was my friend was like, "Hey, there's a bunch of bitches naked." Sorry, but he was like, "Oh, I'm down for that. Like, sign me in." So pretty much started raving it late, and within 2 years, I already knew I wanted to become a DJ. Like, it came to me at EDC 2018.
Did you go to the one in the Coliseum?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the last one they had there. I went to that one. But EDC 2018, I went into the rave sober, which I would never do. I would always like be fucked up and stuff like that. Because I was young and I didn't know kind of what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get fucked up. Yeah. To be honest. So that day I went sober and I just looked at the DJ. I believe it was Avicii at the time.
Damn, rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. And I just looked up there and I was like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to be up there.
I want to be up there. Yeah. Like I want to make people dance. I looked around and I was like,
damn, that person's making all these
people
that person
like, dance, making them feel good.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you're going through a hard time and you're just there to have a good time.
Yeah.
I wanted that feeling. I wanted to give people that experience.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much when I was 18, and till 21, I finally got my decks, and I started from 21. I started going hard.
Nice.
So that's.
And what did you start spinning first? Like, what were your like favorite artists? Like, what kind of music were you into?
I was into trance.
Okay.
I started.
Trance was big around. I didn't realize that was trance. Like, Tiesto.
Yeah, Tiesto.
Deadmau5, I guess, was it's trance.
No, he was always in his own lanes. That's for sure. He kind of made his own sounds. Yeah. But it was his stuff was like electronic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe some progressive house in there sometimes, but not too much. But I started with trance. I like Paul Van Dyke.
Okay.
That was like my number one when I started raving.
Wow.
And trance was very big at the time,
Yeah.
And then little by little, I started going to festivals all the time. Every month at least I was at a festival.
Nice.
And I started finding my own sound, I would go to this stage.
Yeah.
I'll go to this stage. I'll go to this stage. I loved them all. Yeah. But there was my sound was house. Groovy. Yeah. Give me those hard beats.
Yeah. That low bass. That low bass,
bro.
Kick drum.
Yeah. And that just spoke to me, and my body would just instantly dance. When I got to that spot,
Hell yeah.
And so I stuck to that. House and techno is where I'm at.
And then you DJ'd. You started your label how long ago now?
2018.
2018. Yeah. How's that been for you? Starting that, and like what have been the
so
challenges?
Pretty much when we started, we didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
We were just like, hey, we have a lot of talented friends.
Yeah.
Why can't we give them a platform when they keep getting rejected from either big labels or just labels around the city.
Yeah.
So me and my friend Eddie P, we were literally sitting in his garage, making music, and that's where we came out. He was like, hey dude, like why don't we become a record label? And that's where we came out with Soundwave.
Nice. And how's that journey been for you? Has it been tough?
So it's been slow. It started slow till now. So now we know what the fuck we're doing.
Right.
Yeah. Like we found our A&R team.
Yeah.
Our managers.
Yeah.
Our design team. Our social media person.
It takes a fucking team.
It takes a team, bro. Yeah. No matter what, it takes.
You always want to. I mean, with anything that you start, like as a creative, as an artist too, like you want everything to be yours.
Yeah.
And like you don't want to share it with anyone.
Well, first of all, you have to master all those skills.
Yeah.
Like to because you don't have nobody to start with.
Right.
When we started, it was me, my friend Eddie, and then maybe like 2 more other friends.
Right.
But those 2 other friends are not even in the label no more. They like either grew out of it or did their own thing, So we ended up finding more people, and we're up to one song released every month.
Yeah.
And we got songs signed all the way to July.
Nice.
Right now. So it started slow, but it's getting there.
What's one of the biggest challenges? What's like that you'd say is like the biggest thing that has been like an obstacle for you, like starting a label?
I wouldn't say it's a big thing. It's just you have to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Which is social media. If you don't promote yourself.
Yeah, it's a biggest.
It's
such an important thing.
It's such an important thing, and I fucking suck at it.
Yeah.
Myself and my social media, like I could for sure say that it's not up to date or I don't post every day or stuff like that. But it's something that I could learn and get better at it. So that's one of the things. For a while it was not finding new music, but now it's that we're getting we're getting the ball rolling. We're getting more music sent to us.
Right.
So so now the music's getting much easier to find.
Nice. What's been one of the biggest like challenges as a DJ in such a big city like LA, where I feel like when I wanted to become a DJ, 2018, that era, I don't know, DJs I felt like had this connotation to them, like no one really, like if you said you were a DJ, people almost like looked down at you,
they would be like, oh, another DJ. Yeah. And that's honestly, that's what kept me from DJing for so long, because I knew I
I don't know that I knew that I wanted to DJ, but I loved it as much as you did when you described that feeling of seeing like Avicii play to this crowd, and the crowd was like loving it. They're jumping up and down. I wanted that too. I wanted to make people feel that because I love dancing. But I feel like like the idea that people had of DJs kept me from DJing for a while. And so it's been like kind of like once I kind of got rid of that fear or the idea that I had to even live up to this name of like I have to be this kind of person to be a DJ, you know, instead of just being an artist. Like DJ, I mean, if you produce music, you're an artist as well, and there's like a difference between just DJing at a bar versus like trying to make your own music. But for you, like what's been one of the biggest things that you've noticed of DJing in LA? Like what's like been one of the like obstacles that has like been hard to overcome for you?
Well, first of all, DJing in LA, like you said, another one.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bunch of us, and a bunch of them have talent. You know, there's a lot of my friends. There's a lot of people that I don't know that are really good that are coming out from LA. I just feel it's not that it's a challenge, but you have to promote yourself as a business to get to that next level.
Yeah.
You know, anybody could be a great DJ, but are you making music?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So one thing is make music and look at yourself as a business.
Yeah.
So you could take your business from here to here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you'll eventually grow out of the LA scene and then start going to Texas, Miami, Ibiza, New York.
Even South America and Central America are becoming like pretty big on Colombia
for sure is one of them.
A lot of Colombian DJs, a lot of Brazilian DJs.
We went to Amsterdam last year in October for ADE, and one thing we noticed about that scene is that everybody just wants to help each other. You know, they want to help each other grow. Like,
right.
What do you need? What do you need help on? Let's get it going.
Dope.
You know, and I feel like sometimes you don't really feel that here.
Yeah.
Like everybody's in their own race.
Yeah.
I get it.
Right.
But deep down,
you need that help.
You need the help.
Yeah, and I want to.
And for me, sometimes I don't like asking for help.
Yeah.
You know.
Same. I could do it on my own.
Yeah.
I got my own way of doing things, and like I don't need help from anyone. But I do want to take a moment too to thank you for like letting me DJ at your events too, because like
bro,
I had just been starting off. Like
you're good.
Yeah.
I heard you the first time, and I was like, oh yeah, this guy has something. So let me see where it goes.
So thank you for giving me that chance.
Since then, like I've seen you like starting this podcast, starting your own stuff, like playing here, playing there.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So
good shit, bro.
Thank you for giving me that opportunity. And I want to be that for you too. Or like I feel like because we kind of play similar music too, like it's easier to connect and like to just be in that same circle. So I want to encourage everyone like listening to be able to ask for help and like to ask questions. Like there's certain things that when I started DJing that I didn't know, and like I felt bad like asking. Like there's like that kind of I don't know, that kind of culture in DJing where it's like, hey, how do you like it doesn't feel open sometimes. But I feel like it's up to us to build that culture in LA. I feel like house music, it's like evolving, but it's still fairly new, like deep house, tech house. So it's exciting to be in the place that we are now, to kind of for it to be so fresh, and like the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, for sure.
To make LA a place that people come to like listen to good DJs.
Yeah, LA's always been the point of where artists really come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we have some talented people.
Yeah.
Like for sure, and it gets hard to like, oh man, like I gotta go up against him or something like that. Right, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be like, oh fuck, he's good as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
let's work together.
Or let me see if I could get to that level.
Right. Inspire each other.
But like I said, I hate asking for help, and luckily I have some of the best homies that are teaching me,
Yeah.
how to run a label, how to produce.
Yeah.
You know, I have my homie Eddie P, Andres Pressure.
Yeah.
Jay Cara, you know, Liv Vic, like those are all people that have opened up their doors and opened up their skills and showed me, you know, what they got, and I've been pretty much pushing it from there.
Yeah, that's dope to have that like small community and then just grow from there.
Yeah.
If there's a message that you have for DJs before we start getting into these mixes, what's like the one thing you have, like a message that you'd give anyone that is trying to produce or start a label or just...
Okay, well, I have a message for DJs. Don't try not to go for the hype. Go with what makes you feel good inside. Yeah. Like play that. Yeah. Don't go for something that is very popular.
Top 10
just
on
because
Beatport.
Just because it's popular. If you like it and if no one has ever heard it, perfect. Bring that shit out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And for producers, let your creativity just do what it has to do, you know. However you're feeling, bring it out.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna bring your sound like you bring your sound.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's kind of same thing as a DJ. Don't go for the hype. Go for your own path.
Yeah.
You know?
Like step into your individuality.
Yeah, exactly. Like Like even when I started, Solardo been one of my top favorite artists. I would like to DJ like them and produce like them, but you start learning new skills and new stuff. You go oh no, maybe I'm gonna do my own thing, you know. And I feel like that's a better road to take. Be yourself.
And even just like listening to music outside of like being able to let yourself be inspired by music outside of house,
of course,
you know?
That's very important. You can't be listening to house music all day every day. You know, it's dope to get you going in the gym,
right?
You know, sometimes on the way to work, you know, whatever, but listen to all types of music. Like you never know what you're gonna hear that gives you ideas to make it into a house beat or or something, you know. So
dope.
For sure.
All right, man. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Cheers.